It is not the one that comes out early that is noticed by people, and it is not the one that hides from people that is not noticed. Welcome to section 5 of chapter 29 of the Holy Quran, chapter 29 being Surah Ankabut, the spider. Mm. The spider with his strong house is at least strong to him. Mm. Or the spider with its strong house, which we men see as flimsy. All right. It begins with sign 4 or 5. Mm. Itulu ma utia. No, sorry. Itulu ma uhia ileka min al-kitab wa akim as-salawata. Pardon me. Itulu ma utia ileka min al-kitabi wa akim as-salawata. Recite what is sent of the book, of the book by inspiration, ma'uhia, to thee, ileka, and establish regular prayers, wa'akim, as-salawata. Mm. Uh, inna salawata tanha anil fahshai wal munkari. For prayer restrains from shameful and evil deeds. Well, let me inject my own word. It restrains you, in brackets, in my own brackets, restrains you from shameful and evil deeds. Munkari, evil deeds. وَلَذِكْرُ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ. وَلَذِكْرُ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ. And remembrance of God is the greatest. Akbar is the greatest. Into brackets, thing in life is the greatest thing in life. On the Arabic side, it's not there. Wallahu ya'lamu ma tasna'un. Wallahu ya'lamu ma tasna'un. And God knows the deeds that ye do. God knows the deeds that ye do. Note 43471. Note 3471. 3471. 3471. Itlu is against the word itlu. Recite what is God sent, what is sent to you. Itlu. And is there tilawa or tilawat. Tilawat or tilawa are the same. That is itlu. That's reciting something. Tilawat of the Quran implies. There are how many shades of it? 4, I believe. Implies 1. Rehearsing or reciting it. I did it in my earlier videos. And publishing it abroad to the world. And 2, reading it to ourselves. Reading it to ourselves. I believe now we are reading the Quran to ourselves. So we are obeying the law of God, the command of God. Then 3, studying it to understand it as it should be studied and understood. Of course, we are involved in that too. We are involved in that too. In fact, all the 3, because let's see, the first one is reciting it and publishing it abroad, then reciting to ourselves, which we have done, which we are doing as well, then studying it to understand it as it should be studied and understood. Mm. Uh, and that's point three. Mm. And we are referred to sign 2 to sign 2 121. I think I'm interested in it, so we'll go back and see because it rhymes well. Mm. But let's finish sign 4 first. Mm. Then 4, then 4, uh, meditating on it so as to accord our own knowledge and life and desires with it. And desires with it. Mm. Full stop. When this is done, it merges into real prayer, and prayer purges us of anything. Oh, we have long brackets there. Prayer purges us of anything, then into brackets. Eh? The words in the brackets are so many, but we'll still do it into anything. Okay, let's finish before we come to the brackets. Into anything for remembrance. Yes. And prayer purges us. Sorry, and prayer purges us of anything. For remembrance is the bringing to mind of things as present to us, which might otherwise be absent to us. Oh, do I repeat it? Mm. For remembrance is the bringing to mind of things as present to us, which might otherwise be absent to us. Full stop. Mm. And that is the greater thing in life. Full stop. It is subjective to us, colon. It fills our consciousness with God. Full stop. For God is in any case always present and knows all. Let's go first to the brackets, then to the reference to the brackets. So when when this is done, it merges us into prayer, and prayer purges us of anything. Then we come to the brackets: acts, plan, thought, motive, words. Oh, and that's these are in brackets. I thought the bracketed words were many, but that's all. Mm. And okay, let's go to the reference now. Reciting the Quran as it should be recited, mm, and studying it and understanding it, and should be studied as it should be understood. Mm. Sign 2, sorry, chapter 2, sign 121. That's where we refer to. Let's go there quickly. Chapter 2, sign 121. I'm interested in it. I believe it's one of the verses that rhyme very well. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1. No, no, it doesn't seem to it. 2, 1, 2, 1. It's not. Oh, I'm reading 3, 1, 2, 1. Pardon me. I'm reading 3. I'm open to 3, 1, 2, 1. But this is supposed to be 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, no. In English, those to whom we have given the book study it as it should be studied. They are the ones that believe therein. Those who reject faith therein, dash, the loss is their own. Let's go to the Arabic. Allazina atainahum al-kitaba yatlu yatlunahu hakan tilawatihi. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yatluhu hakan tilawatihu. They studied it as it should be studied. All right, and so we've done note 4471. Note 4471 to sign 45. Let's go to the next sign with two notes, at least two or three notes. No, I think three, two, three, four, three notes. Sign 46 has three notes. Let's go there. ولا تجا ولا تجادلوا أهل الكتاب إلا التي هي أحسن إلا التي هي أحسن. And dispute ye not. La tujadalu. Dispute ye not with the people of the book, Al Kitab, except in the best way. Here, asno. Not only of the people of the book, as a believer, don't just argue with people by heart. Except if it's on the right course. And you know what that means. Illa allazina zalamu minhum. Illa allazina zalamu minhum. Except also, or unless it be those to them who do wrong. So don't dispute with them except in the best way, and those who do wrong, except with those who do wrong. Here asana illa no illa allati here asana illa alazina zalamu minhum. Except those of them who do wrong. You do wrong, you can dispute with them. They don't do wrong. Don't waste your mouth. Wakulu, wakulu, those who do wrong, minhum, and say, wakulu, amana billazi unzila ilayna wa unzila ilaykum. Those who do wrong and say, where is it? Those who do wrong but say, but is the word here. Those who do wrong but say, we believe in the revelation we believe in the revelation which has come down to us, and in that which has come down to you. That's their own revelation, Torah or Taurat, and then that of Muhammad too, that has come to you, that of Muhammad. So such people, you can't dispute with them, I believe. Wa ilahukum wahidun. Wa ilahina wa ilahuna wa ilahukum wahidun. Our God and your God is one God. Uh, wa ilahi wahida. Oh my God. Okay, pardon me. Some noise maker was passing by. Uh, but say we believe in the revelation which has come down to us, and in that which came down to you. ilaykum. Wa ilahuna wa ilahukum wahidan. Uh, uh, our God, our God and your God is one. Wahida. Wahidun, sorry. Our God and your God is one. Wahidun, one God. Wananu lahu muslimun. Wananu lahu muslimun. And it is to him we submit. Dash in Islam. No, no, not dash, brackets in Islam. So these people, the people of the book, and those who do wrong but say, we believe in our God and your God, and we submit ourselves to the will of God. That's in Islam. That's the will of God. That's the saying of Abraham. They are okay. You can uh, to hajidu with them, to jadilu with them. You can dispute with them or have a nice uh, discussion with them. The next sign, no, the next notes are 234. 2374, no, 2372, 2373, and 2374. 72 is accept the best way. So, what is the best way? 2374. Mere disputations are futile. Mere disputations are futile. In order to achieve our purpose as true understand, as true standards, hearers of God, as true standard. So let me take it again. In order to achieve our purpose as true standard, dash bearers of God, we shall have to find true common grounds of belief, comma, as stated in the latter part of the verse, and also to show by our urbanity, as shown to our by our urbanity or urbanity, comma, kindness, sincerity, truth, and genuine anxiety for the good of others, that we are not cranks or merely seeking selfish or questionable aims. Mere cranks. Cranks is spelled Cranks. Cranks. All right. Let's go to the next note. Second note to sign. 46. Second note, and this is 273, and it is against it be with those of them who do wrong, but say, 3473. Of course, those who deliberately trying, sorry, those who are, of course, those who are deliberately trying to wrong or injure others will have to be treated firmly, as we are guardians of each other. Full stop. With them, there is little question of finding common ground or exercising patience until the injury is prevented or stopped. Let's go to the next note, which is 3474. And it is against what? 3474. Those who submit to Islam. Those who submit. That is the religion of all true and sincere men of faith. Submitting to Islam means the religion of all true and sincere men of faith, as, comma, or should be, comma, one, comma, and that is the ideal Islam. My comments are too many, so let me read them without the comments. That is the religion of all true and sincere men of faith, is or should be one, and that is the ideal one, should be one, and that is the ideal of Islam. Ideal, Ideal of Islam. And that's the third note to sign 46. Let's go to sign 47. كذلك أنزلنا إليك الكتاب, and thus it is that we have sent down the book to thee. It is in the brackets without it reads, and thus that we have sent down the book to thee. Al-Kitaba. Ileka al-Kitaba. فالذين آتيناهم الكتاب يؤمنوا به أو يؤمنون به sorry. فالذين آتيناهم الكتاب يؤمنون به. So the people of the book believe therein. So the people of the book believe therein. Here is not الذين أوتوا الكتاب, but it is فالذين آتيناهم. I think they're the same. Usually it's أوتوا الكتاب, but here آتيناهم. That the people of the book believe, sent down the book, that we have sent down the book, آتيناهم الكتاب يؤمنون به, believe in it. ومن هؤلاء من ولا ومن هؤلاء من يؤمن به ومن هؤلاء من يؤمن به. Who is هؤلاء? Who are they? And also do some of these pagan Arabs, in brackets, pagan Arabs. It's not mentioned there. So when I say who, waman ha'ulai, man ha'ulai is referring to pagan Arabs. Yu'minuna bihi, believe in it too. Wama yashhadu bi ayatina illa al kafiru. Wama yashhadu. Where is it? Okay. ومن يشهد ومن يشهد بآياتنا إلا الكافرون. And none but unbelievers accept our signs. But none, sorry, and none, not but, and none reject our signs but unbelievers. I will change the words here now. But the honorable writer has put it, and none but unbelievers reject our signs. Where is it? So yeshhadu here is to reject. Yeshhadu is to reject. Not kazabu, not kazabuna, not kazabu, but yeshhadu is to reject. Except the unbelievers, al kafirun. Notes 3, 4, 7, 5, 3, 4, 7, 6, and 3, 4, 7, 7. 3 notes in one to sign 47. My illiterate friend will say 7. So 7, he says 7, 47. All right. 3, 4, 7, 5, and thus, kazalika, kazalika, 3, 4, 7, 5. It is in this spirit that all the revelation comes from God. Full stop. God is one, and his message cannot come in one place or at one time to contradict his message in another place or at another time in parts, though they may be local variations according to the needs or according to the needs or understandings. No, it's according to the needs or understanding of men at any given time or place. I love that. Let's go to the next sign. To the same. Let's go to the next note of the same sign, 47, and that is 3476, and it's against what? Believe therein. The sincere Jews and Christians found in the Holy Prophet a fulfillment of their own religion. For the names of some Jews who recognized and embraced Islam, see note 3227 to sign 26, Ashurao, to sign 20, to chapter 26, and see note 3227 to chapter 26, sign 197, Ashurao, full stop. Among the Christians too, the faith slowly won ground. Among the Christians too, the faith slowly won ground. Full stop. Uh, Embassies were sent by the Holy Prophet in the sixth and seventh years, in the sixth and seventh years of the Hijrah, to all the principal countries around Arabia, as namely viz. The capital of the Byzantine Empire, Constantinople. mm, then, uh, which was ruled by Constantinople, capital, ruled by the ruler called Constantine. And Constantinople is in brackets, then comma. Then the capital of the Persian Empire, Madin, M-A, Madin in brackets, capital M-A-D-A, lengthened D, lengthened A, and then I-N, Madin, comma. Uh, the Sa, the Sasanian capital, known to the world Greek name by the Greek name of Zesphora, Zesphora, into brackets, about 30 miles south of modern Baghdad. I need to spell Zesphora for you because I'm not sure I'm calling it well. It is CTS. No, CTES. Eh? Zes. I don't know whether it's Tesphora or Zesphora or Sesphora. C and T combined. How do you call it? C and T. Yes. Uh, Tesphora. Of course, people know the real pronunciation. The name of Tesphora. Capital Ctesiphon. Not Sesphora, but Cesiphon. Cesiphon. Ctesiphon. Cesiphon, comma. Then about 30 miles south of southern Baghdad, comma. Then Syria. This is where the Holy Man, these are the places the Holy said the prophet sent his embassies. So the idea of embassies didn't start today. Mm. Okay. Then Syria, comma, Abyssinia, and Egypt. All these, into brackets, except Persia, were Christian countries. Can you imagine? Mm? Syria, Abyssinia, uh, uh, Madian, they were all Christian countries. In other words, they embraced, don't be surprised, because we are told the Bible is the word of God. They embraced Christianity. All these were Christian countries, full stop. In the same connection, an embassy was also sent to Yamama, in Arabia itself. Was sent to Yamama in Arabia itself. Into brackets, east of the Hijaz. brackets close, where the Banu where the Banu Hanifa where the Banu Hanifa tribe was Christian, where the Banu Hanifa tribe was Christian. So when the Bible came, they accepted it. And when the Quran came, the Prophet sent ambassadors or embassies, open embassies in these named lands or countries or towns or capitals, whatever. Mm. Uh, Hanifa, where tribe was Christian, like like the Harith, mm, like the Harith tribe of Najran, who voluntarily sent an embassy to Medina. Full stop. All these countries, except Abyssinia, eventually became Muslim, comma, and Abyssinia itself has a considerable Muslim population now and some Muslim converts sent some Muslim converts to Medina in the time of the Prophet himself. Mm. Uh, should I repeat it? Abyssinia has a considerable Muslim population now and sent some Muslim converts to Medina in the time of the Prophet. Mm. That's Abyssinia. Full stop. As a generalization, it is true that the Jewish and Christian peoples, as they existed in the 7th century of the Christian era, have been mainly absorbed by Islam, comma, as well as the lands in which they predominated. Full stop. Full stop. Remnants of them build up new nuclei, Nucley. Remnants of them build up new nuclei, full stop. The Roman Catholic Church conquered new lands among the northern Germanic pagans, and the Byzantine Church among the eastern Slavonic pagans. Uh, Germanic is in brackets, and Slavonic also in brackets. Without it, it will read, the Roman Catholic Church conquered new lands among the northern pagans, and the Byzantine Church among the eastern pagans. We've omitted the words Germanic and Slavonic, comma, and the Protestant and the Protestant and the Protestantism, pardon me, and the Protestantism. This thing is going off, and the Protestantism of the 6th century gave a fresh a fresh stimulus to the main ideas for which Islam stands. Mm. Should I repeat it? And the Protestantism, of the 6th century gave a fresh stimulus to the main ideas for which Islam stands, namely the abolition of priestcraft. So, in other words, this passage is telling us uh, Islam sided rather with the Protestants, mm, namely abolition of priestcraft, the right of private judgment, the right of private judgment, the simplification of ritual, and the insistence upon the simple, practical, everyday duties of life. Mm. Let me comment a bit on private judgment. In the Roman Catholic Church, they tell their members to come and confess. Confess to who? The priest. But the priest is a human being. Just like us, they sleep, they eat, they enjoy it. Then you go and confess your sins to him. Doesn't he have sins? Doesn't the priest have sins? That's the question. All right. Let me see if I finish the uh, note. Pagans, Protestants, main ideas for which Islam stands for, and the abolition of the abolition of priestcraft, the right of privacy, the right of private judgment, the simplification of ritual, and the insistence upon the simple, practical, everyday duties of life. Yes, we've done it, and that's note 3476 to sign. No, yes, to sign 47 3476. Let's go to the next note, to the same sign, and that's 3477, and it's against pagan Arabs, so that the people of the book and some of the pagan Arabs may believe. 3477. The pagan Arabs also gradually came in until they were all absorbed in Islam. There are some today. What do you call them? A notable one is one you call Christian Prince. He dressed like an Arab, pagan Arab, challenging the Prophet and challenging Islam. The challenge that his ancestors couldn't uh, couldn't conquer, hmm, or the challenge that his ancestors could not become victorious, in which the ancestors couldn't become victorious. So the pagan Arabs also gradually came in came in until they were all absorbed in Islam. And that's 3477, the third note to sign 47. Let's go to sign 48. Uh, Time is going fast. Let's see. وما كنت تتلو sorry وما كنت تتلو من قبله من كتاب, and thou was not, into brackets, thou was not able to recite a book before this, eh? Into brackets, book came, before this book came. So a proof that the prophet was illiterate. Mm, mm. Uh, من كتابه ولا تخطه ولا ولا تخطه ولا تخطه بأي بأيمانكم وما تخطه وما تخطه بأيمانكم. بأيمينك, sorry, is talking to the prophet. بأيمينك, بأيمينك, with your hand. Okay, let's go back and join the two together. And thou was not able to recite a book before this book came. Then, this is what we just said. Nor art thou able to transcribe it with thy hands, or with thy right hand, Imenica, thy right hand, Imenica. He was not able to write or to recite before this came, to write, transcribe. Uh, colon. In that case, indeed, would the talkers of vanities have doubted. Mm, إذن إذن لا إذن لا ارتاب إذن لا ارتاب المبتلون. إذن ال إر sorry إذن لارتاب المبتلون. Mm. Uh, in that case, isn't, indeed would the talkers of vanities have doubted, irtaba, doubted, al mubtiluna, the talkers of vanities. Allawi. put elsewhere as al-lagwi, the talkers of vanity, al-mubtiluna. The note to read is 3478. Yes, 3478. And it's against right hand. Could not write. He could not write with his right hand. Mm. 347. The Holy Prophet was not a learned man. Full stop. Before the Quran was revealed to him, he never claimed to proclaim a message from God. Full stop. He was not in the habit of preaching eloquent truths as from a book before he received his revelation, nor was he able to write or transcribe with his own hand. Full stop. Hmm. If he had, if he had had this, if he had had these worldly gifts, there would have been some plausibility in the charge of the talkers of vanities that he spoke not from inspiration but from other people's books, or that he composed the beautiful verses of the Quran himself and committed them to memory in order to recite them to people. But against all these things, they still didn't believe. Mm. So you see the wisdom. When we say Quran is book of wisdom, mm, he chose an illiterate. The reason being, if it were a learned person, the subtis or mutaluna, how is it called there? Uh, to those al mubtiluna, the subtis, uh, those who talk vanities. If Muhammad were educated, or said, oh, he learned it somewhere and come and you know he had memorized, he read it and memorized it and came to tell, but he couldn't read. He had never rehearsed anything, recited anything, and he couldn't even write. He couldn't read, he couldn't write. And yet, they didn't believe in him. They just said he was a sorcerer. He was an inventor of lies. Oh, mankind. Eh? All right. Uh, uh, and from people books, or that he composed the beautiful verses of the Quran himself and committed them to memory in order to recite to the people. Mm. Full stop. The circumstances in which the Quran came bear their own testimony to its truth as from God. And that's note 3478 to sign 48. Let's go now to sign 49 with a note or two, with two notes, sign 49. Bal huwa huwa ayatun bayinatun. Bal huwa ayatun bayinatun fi suduri lazina al ilmu. Al ilma, sorry. Fi suduri allazina al ilma. Bal, here are signs, ayatun, self-evident. Bayinatun, self-evident is hyphenated, self-evident, bayinatun, in the hearts, fi suduri, of those endowed with knowledge. For in fi suduri fi suduri al ilma, in the hearts of those endowed with knowledge. Allazina al ilma. وما يشهد بآياتنا إلا الظالمون. وما يشهد بآياتنا إلا الظالمون. And none but the unjust Zalimun reject our signs. بآياتنا. So rejecting our signs here in the Arabic side, it comes last. But during the interpretation, our honorable man, Our honorable senior brought it rather first or among the first. mm, among the first words, illa zalimin, except the unjust. Mm. 3479, 3480. 79 is against people of knowledge, endowed with knowledge, and 80 is rejecting our science. 79. mm, Knowledge in double inverted commas. Then in brackets, ilm. Ilm. I know the English people will find it difficult to spell because the spelling here is ILM. No Englishman can pronounce it. ILM. Ilm. Uh, so knowledge into brackets ilmi means the power of judgment in discerning the value of truth and acquaintance with previous revelations. Full stop. It implies both literally and spiritual insight. Full stop. To men so endowed, comma, God's revelations and signs are self-evident. Bayinatun. Full stop. They commend themselves to their hearts, minds, and understandings, which are typified in Arabic by the word sadr, sadr, in brackets and in inverted commas, breast, sadr, sudurihim, in their breast, in their minds, in their breast, sadr. And that's note 3479. Eh? First note to, no, yeah, it's the only note to, no, yeah, first note to Psalm 49. Let's go to the second note, which is 3480, rejecting signs, 3480. Compare the last clause of verse 47. Compare the last clause of verse 47. Mm? And that is breast, I believe. Mm. Arabic by the word. No, no, no. Of verse 47. Verse 47, the last clause is what? The talkers of vanities. Al Mubtilun. We are told to compare that. Mm. Compare the last clause of verse 47 above. There, the argument was that the rejection of the Quran was a mark of unbelief. Full stop. Now, the argument is carried a stage further. Full stop. Such rejection is also a mark of injustice, comma, a deliberate perversity in going against obvious signs. Full stop. Of signs, comma, which should convince all honest men. Which should convince all honest men. And that is 3480. Second note to sign 4. Now let's go to sign 15. Wakalu lola unz lola unzilika. Sorry, wakalu lola unzila ilayhi ayatun min rabihi. Yet they say, why are not signs sent down to him from his Lord? When the signs are there with you, oh my God. Hmm? No good, Bachel. Hmm? Okay. Kul. Innama al-ayatu indallahi wa innama anna nazirun innama ana nazirun mubin. They want to see signs apart from that, those of the Quran. Hmm? Maybe Muhammad will say, the air ceased to exist, so we will all die, and they all die before they realize their foolishness. Hmm? Or that they should see, Muhammad should command immediately, rain fall, and no. Huh? Okay. Say, what does God say? Say, Inama al ayatu indallahi وَإِنَّمَا أَنَا نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ. God orders Muhammad to say, the signs are indeed with God in the lie, and I am indeed a clear warner. A clear warner. Nazirun Mubin. I can't see any note to read. No, there is. Note 3481. Clear warner. 3481. See last note. See last note. Full stop. In the Quran, as said in verse 49, are signs which should carry conviction to all honest hearts. Yeah, that's the last part of the note, of last note. To all hearts. Full stop. And yet the unbelievers ask for signs. What sort of signs again? And yet the unbelievers ask for signs. Exclamation mark. They mean some special kinds of signs or miracles. Yes, this miracles is what I'm expecting, not signs, miracles. They were expecting miracles. Mm. Uh, they mean some special kinds of signs or miracles, such as their own foolish minds dictate. Full stop. Everything is possible for God, but God is not going to honor the follies of men or listen to their disingenuous demands. Full stop. He has sent a messenger to explain his signs clearly and to warn them of the consequences of rejection. Is it not enough? Is it not enough? Question mark. Hmm? All right, that's 3481 or 3481 to sign 50. Let's go to now to first to sign 51. أو لم يكف أو لم يكفهم أو لم يكفهم أنا أنزلنا عليك الكتاب يتلى عليهم أو لم يكفهم أنا أنزلنا عليك الكتاب تتلى عليهم. And is it not enough for them, yakfi bihim? Is it not enough? Yakfihim. Is it not enough for them, yakfihim? Is it not enough for them that we have sent down to thee the book which rehearsed to them, the book which is rehearsed to them? Let me take it again. And is it not enough for them that we have sent down to thee the book which is rehearsed to them? Tutla alayhim. Inna fi zalika la rahmatan. Inna fi zalika la rahmatan wa zikra liqawmin yu'minun. Verily, in it is mercy, rahmatan, and reminder, zikra liqawmin yu'minun, to those who believe. The note rate is 3482. 3482. The perspicuous Quran, explained in detail by God's messenger, in conjunction with God's signs in nature and in the hearts of men, should be enough for all. Full stop. It is mere fractions. It is mere fractious opposition to demand. It is mere fractious opposition to demand vaguely something more than the Quran. Compare also chapter 6 and I believe. Compare also chapter 6, sign 124 and note 946. Should we do it? Okay. Okay, let's try. Let's venture. Compare also chapter 6, sign 124. Note 8, 6124. 6124. 6124. 6124. 1, 2, 4. Yes, 6 is an arm. 6, 1, 2, 4. 6, 1, 2, 4. Oh, old man, I'm so smooth. I'm so slow. 6, 1, 2, 4. When I was young, now I would have gotten it. I would have gotten the 6, 1, 2, 4. Let's do it in English. When there comes to them a sign from God is in brackets, they say, we shall not believe until we receive one exactly like those received by God's messengers. So you see that they're just beating about the bush. Say this and they say this and say that. Mm. They say this when you give it to them, they ask for more and more and more. God doesn't have time for such things. God has time for people of understanding, ulul albab, not for foolish people. Mm. Okay, so we've done that. Mm. And we are told to go to the note. The note is also 946. 946. Besides the teaching of Allah's words, before the teaching of God's word and the teaching in God's world of nature, the history and God's nature and history and human contacts, many signs come to the prophets, which they humbly receive and understand. And many signs also come to the ungodly in the shape of warnings or otherwise, which the ungodly either do not heed or deliberately reject. The signs in the two cases are not the same. The signs to the believers and the signs to the ungodly are not the same. Mm. And that becomes one of their perverse arguments against faith. God's working will be according to his will and plan, mm, and not according to the wishes and whims of the ungodly, the foolish ungodly. All right, we've done the comparison and bringing to a close the section 5 of chapter 29 of this of chapter 29 of the Holy Quran. When we come back in our next episode, God willing, we shall proceed to section 6, which begins with Psalm 52. Thank you very much. Bye bye. May God be with you all.